guys, welcome back to Yoga with Leona, your site for everything about yoga and breast cancer recovery. I'm really excited to practice with you today. So we're going to begin today's practice standing. So go ahead and come to a comfortable stand wherever in your mat. You might take your feet hips width distance if that's more comfortable to you. And again, as always, just arrive at your mat. So today's practice is going to be another one of our Y for C or Yoga for Cancer style practices. So we're going to have at least a couple of yoga blocks or a chair at the front of your mat. You're going to have your trusty strap, and you're going to have either a blanket or folded towel to pad your knees, and we'll use it to pad our back a little bit today too. So once you've got all of your props, then let's just come to a comfortable stand and take a couple of deep breaths in and out, arriving at your place of stillness, making your yoga practice a place of comfort and relaxation. So always beginning with that deep, relaxing breath, arriving to this place, your practice just for you. So today's practice is going to be about heart opening. And as always, we'll start with a quote that I really like. This one's from Osho, who says, "The heart is like a flower. Unless it is open, it cannot release its fragrance into the world." So we want to really practice opening our hearts in lots of different ways. And yoga is such a great tool to help us do that. So of course, yoga helps us to physically open our heart, right? It helps us to open the upper chest and shoulders. And you remember how I'm always talking about breast cancer particularly causes us to have some forward rolling of our shoulders, which is really sort of a heart closing position. So yoga is going to help us to open that up. We're going to work on that a lot today with various different heart opening yoga asana postures. But then yoga is also heart opening in a lot of different other ways. So things like making us more joyful, making us more compassionate or understanding not only of ourselves but of those around us. Yoga makes us, more peaceful, more equanimous, able to handle kind of ups and downs without getting so, angry or irritated. So yoga is a heart opener, sort of physically as well as emotionally and spiritually. And so let's just focus today on really opening our hearts in all of those ways. Interestingly, there's also a lot of medical science that shows that yoga has good effects for the physical heart. So not only does yoga practice reduce risk factors for heart disease, things like hypertension and diabetes, reduces inflammation, and also there have been some scientific studies looking at people who actually have coronary artery disease or arterial heart disease, showing that yoga practice can cause some regression of those plaques in the arteries. So it's really amazing science. So today we're going to practice opening our hearts. So again, come to a nice tall stand and first notice your posture. So notice if you've got slightly rolled forward shoulders. I have a little bit of that myself. So I always focus on standing nice and tall. Stretch your spine tall. Feel your shoulders go slightly back and maybe slightly down. The shoulder blades down your back. Heart is shining up and forward slightly. And just notice your breath before we begin. Notice if rolling those shoulders back slightly and down, make sure lungs feel a little more open and a little more free as we start. We'll begin with one long Om. So I'm going to bring my hands to my heart center. This is Anjali Mudra, the mudra of grace and reverence. So I'm grateful for this practice, grateful that y'all could be here with me today. I'll begin by chanting one long Om. So we'll inhale deeply and exhale completely. Inhaling for Om. So when I have my hands in Anjali Mudra like this, I like to actually press my thumbs right into the front of my chest, and sometimes you can even feel your heart beating when you do this. I'll invite you to do it again later as we go through the practice. It's kind of a way to tune into your heart, really just feel your inner energy, feel that heart beating inside of you, feel the life inside of you as we start. All right, let's start with some breathing practice. We're going to take a really simple breathing practice today. Starting from here with hands at heart center, we're going to inhale and stretch our arms up to the sky for a count of 2, 3, 4, and then exhale as your arms come slowly down to your sides. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, slowly down. 3 more like this. Inhale, stretch it up. Full lungs at the top. And exhale, slowly stretch those arms down as you exhale all the air out. 2 more. Inhale, really waking up your body with these big, deep breaths. Exhale, slowly bringing the arms down. Last one here. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way up. Exhale, slowly bringing the arms down to your sides. Very nice. Rest a moment and allow your breath to come back to natural. So as we start with these big deep breaths at the beginning of our practice, feel your chest just expand with each big deep breath. Feel those ribs opening, collarbones coming all the way up as your lungs fill with air. All right, let's keep going. More breathing practice. This time we're going to inhale, stretch up, and on the exhale we'll twist first to one side and then the other. All right, so inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky for 3, 4. As you exhale, twist gently to your left as the arms come down to your sides for 3, 4. Back to the center. Inhale, stretch it up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, turn to the right. 2, 3, 4. 3 more on each side. Inhale, full lungs at the top. Exhale, twist gently left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, twist gently right. 2, 3, 4. Good. 2 more on each side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And take it the other way. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Very nice. Coming back to center. Maybe take some gentle rolls of your neck, equal time in each direction. Just waking up our bodies, getting ready for the practice. All right, let's grab our strap and keep going with this heart opening practice. So grab your strap, or it's okay if it's a scarf or a belt, whatever works for you. And first we're going to take it kind of wide. So take your arms really wide on your strap, and we're just going to stretch our shoulders a little bit. So you're going to take the strap up above your head, and then we're going to stretch it back behind us. So really opening your chest. Go gentle with this, especially if your surgery is relatively recent or if you've got a lot of tightness in your chest. I like to bend one elbow and then bring the arms down around behind me. Bend that same elbow, come back up, and then take the other side. Bend the elbow, arms down behind you. Bring it back up around the top. So yeah, we're just opening the chest. So really feel your heart shining out the front as you open those pecs and open your shoulders, your neck, and your upper back. All right, awesome job. Now bring the strap in front of you again, and we're gonna narrow our hands a little bit so that they're about shoulder width distance apart. Again, feet about hips width distance apart. And we're gonna begin the spine warm up by stretching our arms up above our head. And then on an exhale, you're gonna bend your body slowly to the left, and you're gonna feel the right side of your body opening. So your shoulders are square to the front, so you're not collapsing forward or rolling back. Shoulders are square, hips are square as you stretch up and left. Feel the muscles in between your ribs open on the right. Feel that right lung nice and open. Good, inhale across the top, and let's go the other way. So bend your body to the right. Again, shoulders square to the front, hips square to the front. Left side body opening. Left ribs open, left shoulder opens a little. Breathing deeply into that left lung. Good, and then inhale up to the top. Now we're gonna take a gentle back bend, but I invite you to really focus on your heart. So you're gonna stretch your arms up to the sky, hips gently forward, and then shine your heart up toward the sky as you gently bend back. So it's more about your chest than your low back. So stretching that chest up to the sky. If it feels fine, you can go further back. Good, inhale up and release those arms. Good, so we're starting to warm up that spine a little bit. Let's warm up our legs a little too. So again, feet about hips width distance apart. Arms are gonna come up right in front of us, and you're gonna sit your hips down gently like you're sitting into a chair, but you're not sitting into a chair. Imagine actually maybe you're sitting above a porta potty and you're trying not to touch anything, right? Remember those concert days? That was fun. You feel your legs turning on, your chest is staying nice and high, so you're not dumping forward here. Chest high, legs strong. Good, now let's roll up onto our tippy toes and test your balance. Strong feet, strong ankles. One more breath here. Good, and relax. All right, shake that all out. We'll take that through one more time. All right, inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky, and exhale, bend your body to the left. Good, this time feeling your right side body a little more open than the first set. Good, inhale up and go across to the other side. Good, inhale up, gently bending back. So chest up, hips gently forward. First back bends of the day often need to go a little slow. Good, inhale up and release your arms. All right, second set of Utkatasana. Feet are parallel to one another. Arms come up in front. Sit your hips back. Feel those thighs turn on. Again, chest is high. Sit a little lower if you can. You want to not let your knees snug together, so knees stay about hips width distance apart. Good, now roll up onto those tippy toes. If this is really easy for you, you might try even bending the knees while staying high on those tippy toes. Yeah, really strengthening your legs, turning everything on here at the beginning of practice. Good, inhale, come up and release. All right, we can go ahead and release our strap here. We're gonna keep going with some more chest opening. So remember, we breast cancer survivors, we get a lot of muscular tightness around our scars and our treatments. Some of that's from radiation, some from surgery. So we've got to really work on opening our chest. But as always, please listen to your body and go gentle with it, especially if you've got a lot of tightness. So this is a chest wall stretch using the wall. I'm going to use this window behind me, but you'll be able to see what's happening. So we're going to place first our right hand about shoulder height against the wall. Okay, so your hand is about shoulder height against the wall. The hand is flat to the wall. And then you're going to walk yourself close to the wall to where your chest is almost touching the wall, maybe 6 or 12 inches away from the wall. And then if that feels okay, you're going to gently peel your body back away from the wall so you can feel you're really stretching that right pectoralis muscle on the front side of your right chest as you peel your upper body back away from the wall. Again, go slow, go gentle with this. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So you know, scar tissue can take a while to stretch and open, but you can do it. You have to just do it gently. So never wanting to hurt ourselves as we stretch in yoga, but opening that chest, making everything feel better, feel more open on the front side of our body. All right, good. Very gently walk yourself back and away, and let's take the other side. So this time the left hand comes against your wall, and you bring your chest close to the wall, and then slowly peel the upper body back and away. So this is my non-treatment side. It's a little more flexible than my other side. But feel either way. Feel a nice stretch through the left pectoralis. You might feel it on the front of your arm, like in the bicep muscle too. Whatever you feel, just breathe into it. And again, only going to where you feel a gentle stretch, never going to pain. All right, nice job. Gently walk yourself away from that one. All right, shake those shoulders out a little bit. We're going to take one more stretch at the wall. And it's really similar to the first one. It's just moving the arm a little higher to move the stretch. So this time, we take the hand up at about 45 degrees or so. And then same thing, you're going to walk your chest toward the wall and then gently peel yourself back and away from the wall. So you can see how the stretch moves to a slightly different area of your chest and pec with that arm extended up to 45 degrees. So same thing here, just breathe and feel a gentle stretch. Nice job. Let's take the other side. Gently come back and release that side and come to the other side. Left hand up at about 45 degrees or so. Walk your body toward the wall and then peel the upper body back away from the wall. Again, feeling that nice, lovely stretch into the left chest, left pecs, muscles underneath that left arm and shoulder, really stretching here. So coming back to that idea of heart opening. All right, nice job. Go ahead and walk yourself away from the wall. Release those arms. And again, yeah, shake it out a little bit. See how that feels. All right, nice work. Okay, we're going to keep moving along here. We're going to come for our sun salutations. So we're going to come to the front of our mat. And remember how you set up your blocks for your sun salutations. Go ahead and make sure those are set up now. If you don't have yoga blocks, of course, you can use a chair or an ottoman or whatever works at the front of your mat in place of the chair. All right, we'll start with sun stretches. You guys know them. Go ahead and inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit your hips down, chest stays high, spine straight as you reach for your blocks. Inhale, hinge forward, straighten those legs. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Keep going, 4 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, spine straight, super important. Inhale, straighten legs, hinge forward. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Keep going, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, sit it down. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend them, look forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Keep going, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, you're on your own. So really getting into the rhythm, feeling the movement coordinated with your breath. Good, stop and breathe. Feel those thumbs pressing into the front of your chest. Notice if you can feel your heart beating. Notice how your breath feels. And as always, no judgment of whatever you feel, just notice it. This is one of the ways we cultivate non-judgment and understanding, first with ourselves, and then we're better at it with everyone around us, right? All right, let's keep going. We're gonna step back to that seesaw or pyramid pose and stretch our legs. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, sit your hips down, reach for your blocks. Left foot steps behind, and then we stretch that front leg. So front leg coming as close to straight as possible. It's okay if it doesn't get all the way straight, if you've got a tight hamstring. Good, bend the front knee, look forward, step forward, and inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Keep going, inhale up, exhale, sit it down. Right foot steps back, and we straighten that front leg. Big stretch of the front hamstring. Good, bend the knee, look forward, step forward, and come up. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale, exhale. Left foot back, and straighten front leg. Start to feel the hamstrings getting looser. Bend the front knee, look forward, step forward, and inhale up. Exhale. Good, last one. Inhale, exhale. Right foot back, and straighten that front leg. Good, bend it, look forward, step forward, and come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Very nice. All right, last of our sun salutations. You guys know it. We're gonna step back into warrior one. Remember, when we step back to warrior one, if your chest is really tight and arms all the way up is uncomfortable, arms in cactus is perfectly good option. All right, so inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, sit it down. Left foot steps behind, and we come slowly up for warrior one. Exhale, hands back to your blocks and step forward. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. Right foot back, slowly and methodically up for warrior one. Exhale, back to your blocks. Foot forward, and come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more on each side. Inhale, exhale. Left foot back. Again, slow, mindful movements. Exhale, back to your blocks. Step forward, and come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Right foot behind. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, hands back to your blocks. Step forward, and come up. All right. Excellent work, everybody. Stop and breathe a moment. So you might notice your body's getting a little warmed up. Actually, I'm gonna, speaking of that, peel off the top layer. It's a nice cold winter day here in Puerto Vallarta, but after a couple of sun salutations, it's plenty warm. All right, very nice. So again, come back to the front of your mat, check your posture a little bit. See if you've got nice straight spine, shoulders rolled back and down slightly. You might feel your heart shining out the front of your chest gently. So instead of this rolled forward posture that we often get, chest out, shoulders down. All right, let's start with some sequences. So we're gonna inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, sit your hips down. The left foot's gonna step behind, and this time we're gonna come open to the left, first coming to goddess legs. So goddess legs are feet a little bit wider than the hips, toes out at 45 degrees. So both of your toes are facing out. Now we're gonna start with some goddess dips. So we're gonna inhale, stretch your arms all the way up to the sky, and exhale, as you bend your knees, you sit your hips down, knees open as far as possible, arms into a cactus. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, sit it down, knees out. Inhale, up. Exhale, sit it down. That's 3. We're gonna do 2 more like this. Inhale, exhale, sit it down. 4. Inhale, up. And exhale, sit it down. 5. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Now, this time you're going to bring the arms in front of you. So the arms are facing directly in front of you, palms of the hands together. Now, we're going to work on pulling our arms back, again, opening the front of our chest. So imagine your shoulder blades are kissing on your back. All right, so arms in front first. Inhale deeply. As you sit down, pull your elbows back. Imagine the shoulder blades kiss. Inhale, straighten legs, palms back together. Exhale, sit it down, shoulder blades kiss on your back. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, pull them back. Inhale, straighten. 2 more times. Exhale, pull them back. Really feel your chest open, back, side, shoulders getting strong. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, come up, and release your arms and let them rest a second. All right, now we're gonna come for a wide-legged forward fold. So I'm bringing my feet parallel to one another, or you can have them actually slightly pigeon-toed. So toes very slightly in if that's comfortable to you. Now, if you've got pretty tight hamstrings, you might bring a block just in front of you to help you with this wide-legged forward fold. So for this first round, we're gonna bring our hands to our hips, and the important thing is back straight. So don't curl and roll down. Remember, that's hard on the front side of your spine. So spine nice and straight, and you're gonna fold gently forward, kind of leading with your chest. If you need to bend your knees, it's totally fine. And then reach for your block or for the floor. Now, wherever you are, feel a nice straight spine, okay? So we're not curling forward, straight spine. If you can straighten your legs, that's fine. You'll get a little better stretch through the hamstrings that way. But wherever you are, just breathe deeply and allow your body to melt down toward the floor. Very nice. Now, wherever you are, coming back up halfway. If you need to bend your knees slightly, that's fine. Hands to your hips and come up with a flat back. Good. Turn that right foot back to the front of your mat and step forward. Awesome job. If you used your block, go ahead and bring it back to place. And we're going to take the same thing on the other side. All right. Here we go. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, sit your hips down. Now the right foot steps behind. And again, we open this time to the right side of our mat, coming to those goddess legs. So feet are a little bit wide, toes out at 45. We're going to take the same dips. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit it down, cactus arms. 5 times like this. Inhale. That's 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, straighten your legs, and then remember, arms come in front of us, palms together. So my shoulder blades are spread across my back here, and then remember, when we pull the arms back, the shoulder blades will kiss. So inhale deeply with palms together. Exhale, sit it down as you pull the elbows back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, sit it down, pull those elbows back. Inhale. Exhale, that's 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Very nice. Come on up, straighten your legs. And then again, let's square our feet to where they're parallel to one another or slightly pigeon-toed. If you like to use a block, go ahead and bring it in front of you here. Now, two options for the arms on this side. If it's easy for you to lean forward and you have no problem, then instead of bringing the hands to the block, you can interlace your hands behind and roll the shoulders. And then as we bend forward, you can keep the shoulders here open. However, if that's uncomfortable for you or you have a little trouble bending forward, let's do hands on hips again. So wherever you are, flat back as you bend forward, leading with your chest. Knees can bend if you need to. Hands to the block, or if they're interlaced behind, that's fine. Again, feeling relaxation as you fold forward. You might feel your hamstrings stretching. You might feel your low back stretching. If you've got hands interlaced behind, then you also feel some chest stretching. Good. Wherever you are, release the hands. Head comes up halfway. Hands to your hips as you come up with a flat back. Good. Left foot turns to the front, and we step it forward. Awesome job, guys. Stop and breathe a second. All right, so yeah, I'm feeling my shoulders a little bit. I hope you guys are too. As you practice this, more and more things will just get more and more open. You'll get strength in the shoulders as well as openness on the front side of your chest. All right, let's come back to our blocks. Second sequence, here we go. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, sit it down, reach for your blocks. This time the left foot steps behind, we're coming to warrior two. So remember, warrior two is back toes perpendicular to your mat, front toes pointing toward the front, arms come out to our sides, hips are open to the side. We relax our shoulders, but arms are strong. So contract those triceps, arms strong. Relaxed breath in the midst of effort. That's how we cultivate that equanimity, right? No problem. All right, let's reverse it. Left hand down, right arm up, stretch up and back. Now, if this right side is your tight side, remember you can always bring the hand behind your head, or you could bring that arm down a little bit. But if it feels okay, stretch up and back, really opening that whole right side of your body. Gazing up to your top hand if it's okay with your neck. Very nice. Now, side angle. Right hand comes to your thigh, left arm to the sky. Now, options here include bringing that left arm all the way up and over if that feels okay to the left side of your chest. Again, always fine to take hand behind head or lessen the stretch if you need to. Always practicing wherever you are today and learning not to judge it. Wherever you are today is exactly where you're meant to be. Good. Straighten that front leg. Reverse triangle. Both legs are straight this time. Left hand down the back leg, right arm up and back. So same thing here. Again, big stretch through the right chest. If you need to lessen it, go ahead and modify it. Very nice. Arms back to center. Now, we're going to interlace our hands behind us. Roll those shoulders back. So really feel those shoulder blades kiss. Chest is sticking out the front. If you can bring your arms all the way straight, palms together, that's the best stretch. But if you're not quite there, just take it to wherever feels like a stretch and then stop. Now we're going to bend that front leg, coming back to sort of warrior two legs. And then we're going to turn our body to face the upper left corner of our mat. We're going to tilt gently forward. This is humble warrior. If you're very flexible, you can come all the way down, bringing that right shoulder just inside your right knee. But if that's too much for you, right here is perfect. Gazing to that front left corner of your mat, feeling your chest open. Very nice. Release your hands and reach for your blocks. Turn your body to face the front of your mat. step forward, and inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Deep breath here. Again, remembering, if you feel like your breath is getting away from you in any of the postures, you may need to back off a little bit. It may mean you're working a little too hard. All right, so working hard is great, but if your breath is getting away from you, back it off. All right, let's take the other side. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, sit your hips down, reach for the blocks. Right foot steps behind, warrior two. So again, back foot perpendicular to your mat, front toes pointing toward the front knee over the ankle, arms out, gaze over that left long finger. Shoulders relaxed, but arms strong. Engage your triceps and breathe. All right, reverse. Right hand down, left arm up. Stretch up and back, and remember, modify if you need. Hand can go here or here. If you can stretch it all the way to the sky and gaze up, that's great. All right, side angle, left hand to your thigh, right arm to sky. And again, you could be here, here, or if it feels okay, arm all the way up and over. Good, straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle is right arm down, left arm up and back. Again, modify as needed, stretching that left side of your body. Good, come back to center. Let's interlace the hands behind us. Roll the shoulders back, chest is out. Palms come together if that's possible. Bend the front knee, turn your body to face the upper right corner of your mat, and tilt forward for humble warrior. Again, breathing calmly wherever you are, coming down as far as feels comfortable. Good, bring your upper body up, release the hands, reach for your blocks, turn to face the front of your mat, step forward, and inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, thumbs pressed into your chest, feel your heart beating. Feel the open sensation of your chest and shoulders. All right, beautiful job, guys, with all those vigorous postures and the sequences. We're going to take one balancing pose and then we'll make our way onto the floor. So the balance for today is eagle, and we're going to focus mainly on the shoulders. It's a little bit of a different shoulder stretch, but then I'm going to show you how to use the block to help you with the balance for the legs as well. So this one's a little bit complicated. Let me show you the setup. So if you want to use the block to help you with balance, you're going to set it just in front of and to the side of your left foot. All right, then we'll get back to the feet in a second. The arms, we're going to inhale our arms up to the sky, and then you're going to swing the right arm under the left, and you're going to try to hook your elbows. If your elbows don't quite hook, it's fine, and you'll just bring the hands to either shoulder. But if you can hook your elbows, then hands can stay at the shoulders, or you can bring the backs of your hands together. Okay, I'm going to come a little closer so you can see what that looks like. So the backs of the hands can be together, or if you can wrap all the way around and bring the palms together, that's the final expression of the pose. So right arm swings under, hook the elbows here, here, or here, whatever works for you. And then focus on straight spine, okay? So we're not folding far forward. Spine nice and straight. And then if you're using the blocks, you're gonna bend your knees, lift the right leg up and over the left. Squeeze the thighs together, and then you can rest those right toes on the block and sit down. If you don't need the block, then you just squeeze the legs together. Again, sitting down, testing your balance. Strong left leg. Very nice. Inhale, come up and release those arms. Stopping and breathing for a moment. So Eagle's a super vigorous balancing pose. You're using all the strength to stand on one leg while you're also doing this complicated movement with the arms and shoulders. But it's a great different kind of stretch to get us more flexibility in both our shoulders and our hips. All right, let's take the other side. So for the left side, you bring the block outside and in front of your right foot. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, swing the left arm under the right. Hook the elbows, and again, hands either at your shoulders, the backs of the hands together, or if you can get all the way wrapped around, feel free to bring your palms together. Spine nice and tall. Exhale, bend your knees, lift the left leg up and squeeze the thighs together. Imagine you really need to go to the restroom, so you're squeezing those thighs together. You can rest the foot on your block, or if you don't need that, just squeeze those legs together, eventually wrapping the toes of that top foot all the way around behind the standing leg. Good. One more breath. Inhale and release. Arms up and let it go. So again, one-legged balancing poses are really challenging. So if you fall out, don't sweat it, just try again. Every time you fall out, you're working to try to stay in balance. You're building core strength, you're building leg strength, and it's so good for us. All right, let's make our way onto the floor. So if you like to use a blanket or towel to pad your knees, I like to take that about the middle of my mat. We're going to come down onto our hands and knees into a tabletop position to start. So we're going to bring wrists just under our elbows, wrists under our shoulders, and knees under our hips. If this is hard on your wrists, one nice little trick is to use yoga blocks and bring your hands sort of at the front of the blocks. It takes some of the pressure out of your wrists. But if you're fine at the floor, we'll take them here, and we're going to take a little bit of cat-cow stretching. So on an inhale, belly sinks down, head up, arch your back. Exhale, push your spine up. Feel those shoulder blades spread across your back, head down. Inhale, belly down, shoulder blades kiss. Exhale, push it up, shoulder blades spread. Feel your spine bending forward and back. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, now let's do just a little bit of core strengthening while we're here. So often we take one leg long behind and straight, and we do crunches like this. Today we're going to bend that top leg, so feel the foot point up toward the sky and arch your back slightly on an inhale, and then exhale, bring the knee in. So inhale, foot up to the sky, arch your back, exhale, bring it in. So this is a back strengthener, glute strengthener, so good for us. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good, knees back to place. And let's take the other side. So left leg long behind, then the foot points up to the sky. Inhale, arch your back as the leg goes up. Exhale, bring it in. 4 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale. That's 3. 2 more. Inhale, 4, and 5. Very nice. Knees to the floor. I like to take mine kind of wide and rest the hips back for child's pose. So child's pose is supposed to be very relaxing, so you want to make sure you're comfortable. If it's not comfortable, you can shift yourself forward and have the butt a little high. This is actually a little bit better stretch for your chest. So this is moving into something called puppy dog, where the shoulders stretch forward as the hips come high. And this is a nice chest and shoulder opener as well, puppy dog pose. If it's more comfortable for you to stay in child's pose with the bum back, you can stay there too. Good, feeling your body come down to relaxation from all those vigorous standing poses. All right, nice work. Now let's slowly make our way to a seat. So come to whatever seat is comfortable to you. Some people will like to have a seat on their blanket or on a block. The legs don't really matter for this next posture, so just get wherever's comfortable. I'm gonna bring mine sort of crisscross applesauce. And then reach for your strap. We're gonna use our strap to stretch our shoulders a little bit more. So you're gonna take your strap in your right hand and make sort of a long loop hanging down from the right hand. We're gonna bring that arm up and behind our head, letting the strap fall down behind us. This is called cow face arms. Now the left hand comes out to the side, thumb pointing down, and then you bring that left hand behind you and reach for the strap. So you're trying to grab that strap that's hanging down behind your head, and once you get a hold of it, then you walk the hands a little closer to one another. I'm gonna turn around so you can see the back side of this. So it looks like this from the back. Strap is hanging down, left hand grabs it. Now, important things are to not let that top arm crunch your head and your spine forward. So we want to keep spine nice and straight. And we're stretching both shoulders in different directions. Now, if this feels okay, then you're going to tilt your body gently to the left. And you're going to feel that stretch intensify through the right chest wall. It's also doing a little core strengthening here to hold you up there without falling over, right? One more breath here. Good, then come up to the top and release your strap. Ooh, shake it out a little. Cow face arms are really challenging for me, so it's one that I know I should try to do more, so hopefully it's gonna help your shoulders as well. All right, let's take the other side. So, strap into the left hand, long tail hanging down, bring it up and behind your head, right hand out, thumb facing down, palm toward the back, bring that hand behind your low back and try to grab the strap. Once you get a hold of it, see if you can inch your hands closer to one another. Eventually, some people can grab their fingertips behind their back here. I can't really do that because of tightness in my shoulders, but that's what we're going for eventually, is we'd be able to grab our fingertips behind our upper back. Now, if this feels okay, you're gonna tilt gently to the right, feeling that stretch move into the left chest wall. Again, make sure that you're breathing. So if you start to lose your breath, you gotta back off a little bit, right? Always finding the ease within the effort. All right, one more breath. Good, nice job. Come on back up, release that strap. Go ahead and lay it to the side. We might use it at the very end. Just take a deep breath here. Feel your shoulders getting stronger, getting more flexible. All right, let's come to lie on our backs. We're gonna take a little back bending practice today with some bridge rolls. So come to lie on your back. You're gonna bring your feet flat to the floor. And first, just take a couple of deep breaths. Allow your body to melt into the floor, relaxing everything. If it feels good, you can windshield wipe your knees from one side to the other. Very nice. All right. Now, bridge rolls are feet flat to the floor, knees pointing up. Hands are going to start down at the mat here along our sides. But then on an inhale, we're going to push our hips up as we bring our arms up above our head. And then on an exhale, we slowly lower the hips down, hands come back down alongside our hips. We're going to take 4 more of those. Inhale, push your hips up, arms above head. Exhale, roll it back down. Good, 3 more. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, roll your hips down. So try not to let your knees splay far out to the sides. Inhale, up. Knees stay hips width distance apart the whole time. Exhale, roll it down. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Stop and breathe. If it feels good, you can knock your knees in, feet wide, and kind of shift your hips side to side. That's kind of a nice relaxation to your low back and hips. All right, awesome job. Now, instead of an inversion today, we're going to take a nice little restorative pose before our final stretching. So we're going to use our 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could do this with pillows folded over or rolled up towels. So for example, if I had this folded blanket here, you could kind of fold it into a tight shape like this. It's about like a yoga block. So you could use extra towels or blankets if you needed them. But if you've got yoga blocks, we're going to take one facing long ways and flat against our mat. And then the other block is going to be just above that, sort of on its edge and perpendicular to your mat. So this one's going to go under our shoulder blades and our head is going to rest on this one. It's a little more comfortable if you go ahead and place a blanket over the one under your shoulder blades. And then you're going to bring your bum. It's going to be a few inches, maybe 6 inches or so between the block and your bum, because you don't want the block under your low back, you want it under your shoulder blades. So it may take a little while to find the right position. You're going to roll yourself back, feel that block under your shoulder blades, find this block under your head, and then bring the soles of your feet together if it's comfortable and let the knees fall wide. If this is too hard on your hips, you can always keep the legs here or here. But I like feet together, knees wide. Now, here's the heart opening. Bring your arms out to the sides and just feel yourself melting over that block that's under your shoulder blades. Feel that chest opening, that neck opening, upper back opening. We're going to stay here for 10 full breaths. So making sure you're comfortable so that you're not having to strain. You should feel very comfortable and relaxed here. If this is too much stretch for your arms, you could prop either a block or a blanket under each arm so that the stretch isn't quite as dramatic. Eventually, your chest will open and this will feel so delicious. I really love it. Notice if you feel tension, how you're holding yourself here. Try to relax any muscles that feel tense. And just allow your chest to open. Nice job. One last big breath. Good work. And then gently roll yourself to the side to come off of your blocks. You can go ahead and move your blocks out of the way. We've got just a couple of finishing stretches and then we'll be ready for Savasana. So go ahead and come back again onto your back. Reach for your strap and we're going to use our strap to stretch our legs. So take the strap and you're going to put it around the sole of your foot. If you're super flexible and you can just take the big toe, then you can do it that way as well. But for most of us, we'll use a strap. You can bend that knee if the hamstring's pretty tight. But if not, straighten it and then pull that foot toward you. So feel that right hamstring opening, maybe even into the calf and Achilles tendon stretching a little bit. Oh yeah, we stretched it a bit with some of our postures early in the practice. So here we're coming back and seeing if it's a little open. Now we'll take the strap into our right hand, bring the left arm long on the floor and let that right foot fall all the way out to the right, moving the stretch into your right inner thigh. Very nice. Coming back across the top. Let's take the strap into our left hand, or if you're just grabbing your toe, you bring the hand to the outside of the left foot and cross that foot over gently, feeling the stretch move into the right outer thigh. Oh yeah, that's a hard area to stretch. This is so nice. Good. Come on back to the center and let's switch to our other foot. So if you're using a strap, go ahead and put the left foot into the strap, right leg long at the floor. Pull that foot toward you. If you've got your big toe, just go ahead and pull that foot toward you. Breathing deeply into that left hamstring. Throwing yourself a little love for being on your mat today. What a wonderful gift you've given yourself. Okay, then the strap comes into the left hand, right hand long at the floor. Left leg opens to the side, feeling the stretch into your left inner thigh. Very nice. Bring the foot back to the top and then grab the strap with your right hand or take the outside of your foot with your right hand. Cross that leg over the center line gently, maybe just to 45 degrees or so, and feel the stretch move into the outer left thigh. Deep breath. Very good. Come on back to the center and release that strap. You can go ahead and let the strap go to the side. We're going to take a final twist and then Savasana. So let's take our feet flat to the floor, knees point toward the sky. The feet are at the wide edges of your mat, and your arms are going to come out to the sides. Once we get into the twist, I'm going to invite you to maybe even bring the arm up to about 45 degrees or so above your head, and that will intensify the stretch through your chest. But start with arms out to the side if that feels okay. The knees are going to fall to the left, and you're going to turn your gaze to the right. So you're going to feel a nice stretch around your right hip. If you want a little more stretch through the hip, you can put the left ankle on top of the right knee and feel some leverage in through that hip. Now here's the part with the chest. If you want to move your right arm up to 45 degrees or so, you may feel a little more stretch as you twist through that upper right chest. So yeah, we've done so much work in stretching our chest today. Breathe into that area. And remember to be patient with yourself, especially after having gone through surgery and other treatments that causes scar tissue and tightness. Just know that if you're patient and you work slowly and cautiously, that it will open with time. Very nice. Come on back to the center and let's take the other side. So knees fall to the right, gaze turns left. You can take the right ankle over the left knee if you like that. And then stretch that left arm up and out and feel the stretch move through your left chest, twisting all the way down through the left hip and low back. Deep breaths as you begin to work toward relaxation. Very nice. Release that side. Come on back to center. Take any final movements that feel good to you. Maybe knees into chest and rock side to side. Yeah, that feels nice to me. Some people like a little happy baby. You can grab your feet, pull those knees back and down and rock side to side. Just take any movements that feel good to you. And then when you're ready, make your way into Savasana. So Savasana is our final relaxation pose, such an important part of this practice. If you like to bring a blanket under your head or maybe prop your knees with a pillow or blocks, go ahead and do that. I'm going to come up to a seat so that I can lead you through Savasana. So doing whatever you need to do to get yourself completely comfortable. Remembering Savasana is so important. For most of us, we're used to going and doing and being active, and sometimes stillness is the hardest part of yoga. So it's so good for us to take a few minutes at the end here to practice stillness, practice relaxation. So take a couple of deep breaths in and out and notice if your chest feels more open than it did at the beginning of practice. Feel your heart shining through the front of your chest. I like to imagine those Care Bears. Remember when we were kids, those Care Bears would have a big light that would shine out the front of their chest. I like to imagine my heart shining out the front of my chest after I've stretched and opened it. And just as Osho said, the heart is like a flower. Unless it is open, it cannot release its fragrance into the world. So the more open we train our chests and our hearts to be, the more we can release our beautiful fragrance into the world. So take a little mental scan of your body and notice if you feel tension anywhere. Consciously release it, bringing your body to complete relaxation. Relaxed shoulders, relaxed back, relaxed hips and thighs, complete relaxation of body. And then bring your awareness to your mind, also coming complete relaxation of your mind. Release control and just settle in, relaxing into Savasana. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, just breathe and be here now. If you've got lots of time and you like to stay in Savasana a little longer, you can pause the video, stay as long as you like. If you're ready to come out of Savasana, you can start to wake your body up with some small movements of fingers and toes, and maybe bigger movements, turning your wrists and ankles. Maybe it feels good to turn your head side to side and stretch your arms long above head like you're just waking up. roll yourself onto the side of your choice and take a couple of deep breaths there. Bringing your body back from its relaxation. When you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat and we'll close our practice. Closing as always with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti means peace, and we're wishing peace for ourselves, peace for those around us, and peace for the universe. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale for Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. Thank you for giving yourself this beautiful gift of yoga. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.